Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, terminating the time change. The province says Alberta will stick with daylight saving time year-round. Apartment fire. 2 people escaped their burning home with only the clothes on their back. And let the games begin. The Oilers open the playoffs against the Anaheim Ducks.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
Clocks in Alberta will likely stop springing ahead or falling back. The province is tabling legislation to stop the twice-a-year time change. Service Alberta and Red Tape Reduction Minister Dale Nally says Alberta will be staying on daylight saving time permanently. That means Albertans won't have to change their clocks this fall. A referendum in 2021 on the topic saw a slim majority vote against adopting daylight saving time full-time. Politicians say things have changed, mainly BC's decision to stop the time change in that province. It sprung forward one last time last month, and if Alberta's new legislation goes ahead, it will be the same for our province.
Let's remember, we talked about this in 1971, we talked about it again in 1983, we talked about it in 2017, and we talked about it again in 2021. We are of the opinion it was time to stop talking about it and to take some action and get her done.
Some sleep experts say it would be better to stay on standard time year-round. They say it better harmonizes with our biological clock, providing crucial light exposure in the morning.
From studies where they've compared where you live in a time zone, on the eastern edge, where you have an earlier sunrise and earlier sunset, people get more sleep. They go to bed earlier, and they're healthier. They have lower rates of obesity, lower rates of heart disease, lower rates of diabetes, and even cancer.
The time change is expected to be included in legislation coming later this week. The Edmonton Oilers will hit the ice tonight for Game 1 of their opening round series against the Anaheim Ducks. The excitement can be felt across the city, especially in the downtown core, where tens of thousands of fans will converge. CTV's Nara Manisa joins us from Ice District this evening, where there's already a lineup to get into the moss pit. So, Naraman, the puck doesn't drop for another 3 hours. How's the energy down there?
Well, Matt, these fans are pumped for Game 1 tonight. Now, the gates don't open until an hour before puck drop, and some of these fans have been here since noon. And this is the marquee place to watch a game here at Moss Pit and the Fan Park if you don't have tickets inside of the building. However, for some fans who may not want to stand for hours and watch the game, nearby businesses say they are ready for that playoff push.
This will be one of many beers Patricia Street Deli will pour this postseason.
We're used to tourist traffic in the summer in Jasper, so this is new to us.
The downtown restaurant is gearing up for a new kind of crowd. It's located a couple of blocks from Rogers Place.
We're considering extending our hours to accommodate all of the Oilers fans, and as well as we would love to see people stop in and have a sandwich before the game, before they head to Rogers Place.
The sandwich shop opened in Edmonton last winter after its Jasper location was destroyed in the 2024 wildfire.
The chimichurri, chipotle, and the Inca sauce.
The deli says it may not be your traditional sports bar, however...
We actually have 4 TVs around the bar, so and we have even a nice little sound system, so we can do the hockey games just as good as some of those bigger bars in town. Yeah, just maybe a different vibe.
Well, it's the deli's first postseason. First Round Sports Bar is a seasoned vet.
This is what we get ready for every year, right? We bring in extra staff, we bring in extra tables so we can accommodate everyone, and it's just, it's a big boost of energy and sales.
The bar's general manager says hundreds of people have called to book reservations.
We want to create the best fan experience without going to the game.
Some fans, though, would prefer to watch the games from the Moss Pit or the Fan Park. Like these fans lined up several hours before gates open. The excitement is also being felt on the ice.
I'm sure the butterflies will hit you when you're coming out the rink, and the fans are going crazy, and that's when you really feel it.
This place is special to play in the playoffs. I mean, I've been fortunate enough now to do it for 3 playoffs, and it's remarkable.
Everyone, All right, and so once again, watch parties are happening again this year. Friday and Sunday for games 3 and 4. Tickets are on sale when you want to watch that game. As well, Edmonton Police expect about 30,000 fans in the downtown core for each home game. And so they are closing off 104th Avenue between 101st Street and 105th Street to traffic so these fans can get home safely after the game. All right, you guys, who wants the cup? I think these fans want the cup. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Narragansett, lots of rowdy Oilers fans down in Ice District tonight. Thank you. 2 Edmontonians are sharing their story, how they escaped an early morning fire in their Northside apartment complex. It happened just after 5:30 at the Wyndham Crossing complex near 50th Street and 137th Avenue. CTV's Evan Kenny has their story.
Chantel Stanley says the strong smell of burnt toast floating into her apartment early this morning made her open the door.
The doorknob was really hot, the ground was hot.
When she checked out her front door,
a lot of smoke came over.
She woke up Carson Gladue in the room over.
I remember her being like, we have to go, and I was like, go for what? I was like, what? And then she opened that door and that smoke hit me too.
They debated jumping off the balcony. Instead, the two crawled under the smoke through the stairwell.
And I was feeling, it was couldn't see in front of us. It was just straight whiteness. I was like this, and I was just feeling.
40 Edmonton fire rescue crews responded. It says one person was taken to hospital with burns. One firefighter also suffered minor injuries.
It's difficult, a lot of heat when the crews first arrived, a lot of people to rescue and evacuate.
This isn't the first time people have been displaced here at Wyndham Crossing due to a fire. Last May, a woman's apartment set on fire after she was smoking while using home oxygen in the unit.
We've had some other fires in this area where there's high winds and it makes it a lot more difficult to contain.
The cause of this fire is still being determined. Stanley and Gladue haven't been allowed back into their apartment.
We hugged each other. We're like, oh, I'm so glad. We're okay. We're grateful.
We're not worried about our stuff that much. We're just long as we're okay.
I never would have thought we'd experience that.
Especially on our first week living here.
Edmonton Fire says 200 people live in the building. It's unclear how many have been displaced. Evan Kenny, CTV News, Edmonton.
The federal gas tax holiday has begun. The tax amounts to 10 cents a liter, so you may have noticed prices dropping at the pumps. Lower oil prices due to the ceasefire in Iran are also having an impact. The premier reiterated on her radio show this weekend the earliest Alberta could drop its 13 cents a liter tax would be July, as per provincial legislation. There's a sense of relief tonight for people who had sudden car trouble after filling up last week at a gas station in South Edmonton. Circle K confirms the issues some customers of this Esso experienced are linked to water that got into its underground gas storage tanks. The company says, quote, "We regret the inconvenience this has caused and are actively supporting affected customers through our claims process while continuing to address the underlying issue at the site," end quote. Dan Bro is one of the impacted drivers with a $2,700 repair bill after water was found in his fuel tank. He's glad the company is stepping up.
Because now I know, now I have an expectation that that money is going to be replaced, so I don't have to worry about it. To most people, that's a lot of money, especially when you're not planning for it.
Affected drivers are encouraged to get in touch with Circle K's customer service. Remediation work is underway at the station. The company says it will reopen when the system is fully cleared and validated by a third-party technician. All right, let's head back down to Ice District. Josh, I see you got an early sneak peek at the Moss Pit. Those doors haven't opened just yet, but the weather looks great when the crowds do enter.
No, listen, this is like round 3 or finals weather. 22 degrees for a daytime high today. Just spectacular temperatures. And no one is happy. Well, the fans are pretty happy about it, but so is OEG. We got the president and CRO, Stu Ballantyne with OEG. Stu, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks, Josh.
10 months. I can't believe it's been 10 months already.
Yeah, it is amazing. You think when the finals ended last year and you go oh man, this is a long way to get back to playoff start. Now it seems like it's passed in about a month. So, yeah. But first of all, huge thanks for the weather. What a way to
I take no credit because I want no blame. Wednesday looks like it's going to go sideways. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Anybody that's coming down here this year, what's new?
I think the most important part is what's the same. The one thing, like, Oilers fans have become known globally after the last couple of playoff runs for the passion they bring down to Ice District in the thousands. And it's the old, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we've got a few new activations going on, but basically same drill. An hour before gates, the doors will open to the plaza and to Fan Park. For tailgate party going on here. The Play Alberta fan tent is set up and running in Fan Park. No cost to enter either of those. Just need your Oilers loyalty membership, which you can download now if you don't already have it. Costs you nothing. Takes about a minute to do that, or you can do it on site as you're coming in the gate. So happy to help you with that. Okay. But basically, food and beverage available, screens up, audio up. Just come out and hang out with your friends and hopefully celebrate a win.
Come out, enjoy the warm weather. Okay, is there anything that you guys learned from years past that you would like to stress to anybody that's thinking about coming down here, that maybe some lessons?
I think the biggest thing is, and if you know who's talked to someone who's been down here, it is one of the all-time great environments in Sports Week, and it's a really safe, fun environment to celebrate. It brings every walk of life together in their Oilers jerseys, and they're here for one reason, to cheer goals and hopefully celebrate wins. So really happy with what we've seen in the past and expect that will continue.
Every time the coverage cuts away to the fans here cheering, it's great. Everybody from all walks of life. You're right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Stu. All right, this is the first of many home games here, let's hope, for the Oilers. I don't know how many are going to be as nice as the weather was today, though. 22 degrees for a daytime high today in Edmonton. 21 currently. 22 still off to the southwest and northwest of the city. I was just telling Stu, we thought we might see a couple scattered showers in the Edmonton area this evening. It looks like that's all going to pass to the south of the city. So dry for this evening. Same can't be said for Wednesday, but we'll get to that a little bit later in the newscast. Here's your next 24 hours. 5 degrees tomorrow morning, 17 for a high tomorrow afternoon, so not quite as warm as today. And then some rain tomorrow night carrying through into Wednesday. We'll take a closer look at that 5 and 10-day forecast from the Moss Pit in just a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, mitigating risk, what the city is asking staff and homeowners to do ahead of wildfire season.
And rather than wait for, kind of tragedy to drive our actions, we wanted to try and get ahead of it.
The CTV drone powered by Century Casino. 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
The city of Edmonton wants to be proactive dealing with the rising risk of wildfire. As CTV's Jeremy Thompson reports, a new strategy asks homeowners and even city planners to do their part.
Tucked away on the south bank of the North Saskatchewan River are 2 residential streets the locals call Skunk Hollow. For them, springtime can be scary.
In the last 10 years, there's been 27 fires in this area, and 6 of them were quite serious.
So Grant Irwin got to work. He and some neighbors are still trimming tree branches, cleaning eaves troughs, and removing dry leaves and other fire fuel from around their homes. The effort recently earned Skunk Hollow the first Fire Smart neighborhood designation in Edmonton.
The Edmonton River Valley is so loved by so many Edmontonians, and we live in the River Valley, so we want to convince everybody to become Fire Smart.
So does the city. That's why it developed a comprehensive wildfire risk strategy.
We're recognizing the changing climate. We as a fire service and us as a city are seeing that increase in risk. And rather than wait for, kind of tragedy to drive our actions, we wanted to try and get ahead of it.
The strategy is broad, looking to tackle fire risk from as many angles as possible.
Development and legislation, what can we do there to try and kind of guide what development occurs in higher risk areas? It's public education, it's cross-training, it's collaboration with regional partners, it's enhancing the equipment and training that our firefighters have.
The city has already ramped up efforts to prevent wildfire. It uses drones to survey the river valley and ravine system for encampments that have open fires. Last year, it performed the first ever controlled burn at the new park in the northeast, and there are plans to install smoke sensors all over the river valley.
If there was a fire, they would be getting readings on specific particulates that are present that are indicative of smoke.
The strategy outlines 14 more actions the city can do to protect against wildfire. Council will choose between doing all of them for up to $11 million or just the most urgent actions for about half that cost. That vote will happen during budget talks this fall. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
A parking ban for the city's spring sweep is now in effect for some Edmonton neighborhoods. The city says parking ban signs will be up at least 24 hours before sweeping begins. Drivers who do not move their vehicles could be fined $250, but they will not be towed. Crews will be working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Friday. You can sign up to receive notifications online, which will tell you when street sweeping will take place in your neighborhood. Rehabilitation work on the 112th Avenue Bridge over Wayne Gretzky Drive is underway. Repairs are being done to deteriorating parts of the bridge. A new multi-use path is also being added to the north side. Traffic on 112th is reduced to one lane in each direction. The city hopes to have that work complete by next year. And construction on 95th Avenue is back. Phase 2 of the renewal work between 163rd and 170th Streets is underway. That work includes new sidewalks, curbs, and street lighting. Service road lane access is being permanently removed east of 170th Street. Buses will still run in the area, but some stops may be temporarily closed during construction. Drivers can expect single-lane traffic construction. Construction is slated to last until the fall. Still to come tonight on CTV News, Duck Hunt. A local chalk artist creates a new Oilers piece for the playoffs.
So far, we've had a few kids really love it and just in awe.
Here's a sign of spring in Edmonton. Oilers artwork is popping up on sidewalks, or in this case, a driveway. Tara Stroshine drew this creation with chalk. It depicts Oilers mascot Hunter going on a duck hunt. Her daughter also drew Matthew Savoy's jersey for good luck. The forward from St. Albert is the family's favorite. He managed to score his first career hat trick during the team's final regular season game. Stroshine hopes her art helps get kids and her neighbors in the playoff spirit.
So far, we've had a few kids really love it and just in awe. So they always love getting to see the beginning of it, and then when they come back later, they're even more in awe. And sometimes we capture it on our camera, and it's a lot of fun to share.
All the chalk artwork took about 2 hours to complete. Stroshine says she will draw something new if the Oilers make it to round 2. Edmonton's mayor is feeling pretty confident the Oilers will make it to the next round.
Let's go 5 because then we don't have to go back to Anaheim. Let's say Oilers in 5. We get one extra home game. That's great for Edmonton, and it gives us a little bit of suspense, but not too much.
Andrew Knack made his prediction while launching Tourism Week in Edmonton. The city is encouraging locals and visitors to take in everything Edmonton has to offer. Playoff festivities are a big part of that. The Oilers' 7th consecutive playoff run is expected to bring in millions of dollars for the local economy. Well, Josh, I won't ask you for any playoff predictions, but I'd love to get your take on the weather. I'm hoping this warm weather sticks around.
One more day, and then things will start to cool off. After the rain on Wednesday, looks like we're in for a couple of cool days. Not cold, but certainly a lot cooler than it was today. By the way, apologies to Stu McDonald. I'm so used to talking to Stu Ballantyne with the Oilers. Here he is standing right next to me, and I get his name wrong. So thanks to Stu McDonald for joining us earlier in the newscast. Take a look outside right now with the River Valley Skycam. It's brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free. 21 degrees in Edmonton after hitting 22 for a high today. 22 in Red Deer right now. Look at to the north. 9s, Fort McMurray, Peace River. Just 7 in Slave Lake. And we do have a little bit of mixed precipitation there in parts of northeastern Alberta. North of Fort McMurray. Fort McMurray, you're probably going to get some snow here over the course of the next couple of days. Showers south of the Edmonton area. Looks like that's passing now north of the Red Deer region. So Red Deer, you're out of the woods. Here in Edmonton, just partly cloudy skies through the rest of this evening. Overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning, like 4 or 5 a.m., there might be a couple sprinkles that go through. But really, most of the rain is going to come in tomorrow night. So partly cloudy to a mix of sun and cloud through the day tomorrow. A couple of degrees cooler than today. We'll get to about 17 for a high. And then tomorrow night, rain. That rain stretches all the way into east central and northeastern Alberta and continues right through tomorrow night and into the first half of the day Wednesday. Look at Fort McMurray. Snow pretty much all day Wednesday. That could be several centimeters worth of snow and more snow as well on the way for the foothills and the mountain parks. Our chance of showers turns into about a 40% probability for Wednesday afternoon. The best chance for rain is going to be tomorrow night and through the first half of the day Wednesday. 5 degrees tomorrow morning here in the city. We'll see daytime highs in that range by the end of this week. 12 in Fort McMurray tomorrow, 15 to 17 from Grand Prairie south into the Whitecourt, Edson regions, 17 for Cold Lake and Red Deer, and here in Edmonton. Looks like temperatures through this evening should hold in the mid-teens at 9, 10 p.m. and then drop to about 5 or 6 degrees tomorrow morning. Back to 17 with a mix of sun and cloud tomorrow, and then that rain for tomorrow night and into Wednesday. There's a slight chance of a little mixed precipitation Thursday. Might even see some wet flurries mixed in with some showers there Thursday. Highs of 8 Wednesday, 5s for Thursday, Friday. Your mornings are back onto the frosty side through the end of the week and into the start of the weekend. Temperatures will rebound by early next week, and we're back into the mid-teens, it looks like, for the early to middle part of next week. So into the 20s for the first time this year today. Looks like we'll have to wait a little while before we get back into the 20s, though.
All right, Josh, thank you. The city is now collecting your yard waste. Homes with curbside pickup will get 2 yard waste collection days between now and June 15th. All pickups are scheduled on a Monday. The city wants you to leave your yard waste in see-through plastic or double-ply paper bags. There is no limit to how many bags you can set out, but each bag needs to be light enough to lift with one arm. If lingering snow is making it tricky to gather your waste, the city recommends saving it for the second collection period that begins on May 25th. You can also drop off waste at eco stations or the Edmonton Waste Management Center. The city says elm tree branches will not be accepted as it tries to prevent the spread of Dutch elm disease. Stay with us. Much more to come here on CTV News. We'll be right back.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Dog lovers and owners watched their pets become artists over the weekend. The Humane Animal Rescue Team held Picasso sessions. A human artist created the backgrounds, and the volunteers helped the pups put their paw prints on the canvases. Owners could then take their masterpieces home.
We get a lot of paw prints in our home, maybe some unwanted muddy ones, so it's really nice to see some beautiful colors, and it's also a piece that you can keep forever. Sometimes we'll see dogs even that come in that are seniors. Their next dog that's coming in is a senior dog, so you know the paw prints someday will not be there, and I think this is a great keepsake for owners.
The proceeds go to Heart, an organization that rescues, rehabilitates, and rehomes animals in need. Anyone looking to get involved can visit heartrescue.ca. That's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.